I thought it would be super fun to reach back into the past, back to 2011 and subsequent years, and share some of my old blog posts with you, which were actually the launching pad to this podcast. They're all posted in a section called Thoughts by Me on my website. I'll put a link in the description. And there's actually some fun recipes on there that I had completely forgotten about that I will be revisiting. And there's some interesting challenges, like life challenges that I challenged myself to that I blogged about. Kind of fun. So let's take a blast to the past. Thoughts from a box of baking soda from May of 2013. Early in January, I was sitting on the couch on my laptop getting bank info so I could go shopping at the wholesale warehouse we use. I had all my coupons ready, so all I needed to know was how much I had to spend. I was headed 30 minutes in one direction. Hubby and my nephew, who was still living with us, were headed 30 minutes in the opposite direction. All of a sudden, out of nowhere and for no reason, I felt this horrible pain in my lower left abdomen that doubled me over and made me cry. It was so bad. I almost had hubby take me to the emergency room. The intense pain lasted about 20 minutes. The pain has not stopped since. It comes and goes and has levels of ow. I think I'm getting used to it now, so I can tolerate it better, except on bad days. In the past 4.5 months, I've done nearly every test known to doctors. CT scans, ultrasounds, biopsy, blood work, you name it. My blood work shows lower count white blood cells, large red blood cells, and I have toxic granulation, where my blood cells break apart. But no one can tell me what's wrong with me or why I have this pain. At first, they said I had beta strep in my bladder, which is a different kind of bladder infection. After 10 days on strong antibiotics and a rip-roaring yeast infection, the problem still hadn't been solved. Apparently, I'm a carrier of this bacteria. The GI doctor says it's possibly colon spasms, which can be quite painful. The female doctor says it could be endometriosis. The hematologist said sometimes people have unexplained pain. I've been poked, prodded, and drugged with no answers. Exploratory surgery is next on the list. Not real keen on the idea of someone fishing around inside of me for who knows what. I decided to try and take matters into my own hands. I'm one of those people who doesn't like to take medication unless it's absolutely necessary. Don't get me wrong, I know God gave us doctors and there's a place for medication, but we don't have to go the other way and say there is no place for natural remedies. The GI doctor told me to look into peppermint oil. It's an antispasmodic. I got some enteric-coated peppermint oil supplements so they digest within the colon. Researching that led me to other herbs and remedies. Did you know that frankincense is one of God's pain pills and that valerian root helps with pain as well? Stinging nettles, which makes for great iced tea, astragalus root, and holy basil, or tulsi, help build the immune system as well as having other benefits. And turmeric helps with the digestive system as well as having other benefits. I've always leaned toward natural ways of doing things. Honey, local of course, and cinnamon or lemon concoctions for allergies, flu and colds, or sore throats. My system can't handle dairy, so I do soy or rice milk. I try to eat mostly fruits and veggies, which is the original diet God had in mind for us. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it, according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. Over the years, I've done a lot of reading on herbs and the healing properties they have. Until now, I haven't really delved into trying too many. There are some great places online to buy bulk as well. It really is affordable to get into. Hopefully, my immune system will thank me for it. This mystery paint has really gotten me thinking about all the chemicals and things I constantly bombard my system with. It's not just in the food and drinks, but toiletries and cleaning products too. Convenience has caused us to do things to our bodies that are really unhealthy. My body is fighting back. I think other people's are too. So, my next project will be all about getting back to the basics in life, using the things that were provided for me to begin with. In a world where convenience has trumped healthy, I know it won't be an easy task. Hubby thinks I'm weird anyway, so no harm, no foul. I know my son will do some of these things with me. After all, he is a product of me. But hubby is a convenience, technology, state of the art kind of guy. He'll fight it tooth and nail. About 2 years ago, I started using homemade baking soda toothpaste. It works great. Frankincense powder is also supposed to be great for teeth too, but it tastes awful. Chewing the resin for pain isn't too bad, but the powder is nasty. At the beginning of this week, I gave up shampoo and conditioner. Hopefully, this will solve my dandruff problem. I'm not a hair washing junkie anyway. Unless I get griolis all over my hair, that's the name of the Italian restaurant I work at. I only wash my hair every 4 days, so that shouldn't be a hard transition. I really want to start taking care of my body, God's temple, and I'm not getting any younger. The time is now. And an update for 2024, I still don't use shampoo and conditioner, and I've got most of the chemicals and everything out of my life completely. And on top of it, I'm not really allergic to dairy, like the doctors told me. I'm allergic to wheat, which they have in everything, and it often goes in dairy stuff.
So much for
that
being
was the
here
confusion
today.
back then.
If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right there for me. And click the bell if you want notifications. And hit that like button too. And I will see you next time. Maranatha!
And now that he's washed me clean, I wanna follow where he leads. We were made to love, we were made to give. The reason why we're here, the reason why he gave us life. We were made to show the love of Christ. We know this is why we're here, this is why he gave us life. So let his love shine through in everything we do. It's all for love.